Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays Beorning, and I am up on the pier going along the prow with a picnic lunch where I am going to have a little meal with Pippin. And things look rather bleak out here with this dark sky except for the red horizon, and unfortunately I don't think that is the red of the sun. I think that is a red glowy haze from a volcano way out in the distance. And that doesn't bode too well when you consider that means that we are pretty close to Mount Doom. Not exactly a fun place to be. Oh, and Pippin apparently beat me here. Hello, Pippin. Are you ready for a little lunch?
Do not be shy, my friend. Let us dig in.
Ah, look at the delicious bread. I see that Gandalf spoke so highly of the Thirsty Seer. It's his favorite tavern in Minas Tirith, apparently, and I can see why. Well, don't be shy. Let us dig in, and we can talk after we have taken in the edges off of our appetite. Alright, I guess we could have a little bit to eat. Alright, is there a little bit of food? Oh, yeah, this is nice. Okay, how about a little bit more? Okay, they give all these lovely things here, but you're always showing us eating bread. Hello, Pippin. That seems to be pretty good.
Why did we come here? Well, Gandalf thought... Well, you see...
Yeah? What? Oh, well, that's a good start, but by no means in the end. I would nibble a bit while we speak, if that's all right with you. Okay, well, yes. Well, yes, old Gandalf brought me to the city. I slept much of the way, but Shadowfax is the swiftest of his kind, and he was on a gallop for most of the journey. Why did I leave my friends behind? Well, Gandalf thought... He just thought I would see Minas Tirith. Yes, that is all. The others had their own plans, and you know, he's a wizard. Yeah. All right, I'll eat a little bit more. Let's have a little bit more. Yeah. Well, what's wrong with Pippin there? Yeah, alright. Pippin, are you okay? Boy, I can eat enough for a bear.
I wasn't entirely honest with you.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for it.
Yeah, well, Gandalf did not bring me to Minas Tirith without cause, you see, or simple as sightseeing or anything like that. I know you were not deceived, but it is difficult to speak of, and I'm still ashamed that I might have worked some harm. Not on purpose, of course. And Gandalf called me a fool once, maybe twice, and he was right to do so, of course. But I would never endanger my friends on purpose. Well, you see, there was this artifact at Isengard. Wormtongue threw it down from the tower, intending to do some harm to either Saruman or Gandalf, and I saved it from rolling down into a pool. Gandalf claimed it soon afterwards, of course, but not soon enough. I found I could not stop thinking about the dark glow. I stole it away from the wizard while I slept, and I looked into it. I saw. What I saw.
I saw a tall tower and a black sky and wheeling shapes.
Yes, wheeling shapes like bats, but much larger and more frightening. And then I saw him, Pineclaw. He looked at me. and his voice came not to my ears, but to my mind, if that makes any sense whatsoever. He asked me questions, and when I did not answer, I felt searing pain. I told him I was a hobbit, and his laughter was cruel. He said I would see him soon, and then Gandalf broke the spell and took me away from the stone. The artifact was a seeing stone of Palantir, as Saruman had used it to communicate with his Dark Master. Gandalf would not tell me very much about the stone, but he seemed to think we escaped a much worse fate through the lucky chance of good fortune. I think he was right. I could not turn my eyes from the stone, and if that horrible figure had continued his questions, I know I would have answered them. What else might he have showed me in the Palantir? I cannot guess, and I do not wish to. This is not the sort of conversation that suits a picnic, Pineclaw. Let us clean up our food, and we can speak again back at my post. Alright, let's pick this up. There we go. And let us head back to our post and speak with Pippin over there. And hopefully things will work out. Wonder who all these people are. I presume they are kings, founders, and the like. But well, I suppose there might be inscriptions on there, like this one who has a sword and scrolls. King Turambar Ornatimo, son of Tarostar. Now, is that plaque there associated with the statue? For example, this one. King Hrumbakil II Vinyarion, son of Aldemir. Right. Well, we can't afford to go around through every single plaque in the city, so let us head back to Pippin. And let's see how he feels. And Pippin, of course, is going to be somehow, despite his shorter legs, is going to arrive back here much more quickly than I do. I know, what a shock. Hello, Pippin.
There may once have been good reasons for using such stones. No longer.
I would love to apologize for spoiling our picnic with such frightening conversation. The food was delicious, and the company was excellent, of course, but I should not have spoken so much about the Seeing Stone and what I saw within it. Oh, don't worry, you didn't ruin the picnic, and I'm glad that you're all right now. Well, I can thank you for saying so, my friend. I will give such artifacts a wide berth from now on, I can assure you that. There may have once been a good reasons for using them, as Gandalf says, but now that there's so much trouble in... Well, you know what the land I mean. Now that there's so much trouble away in the east, I dare say no one should peek into one of those stones. Ever. I will get back to my duties now, Pineclaw. It was nice to see you again. Very nice to see you. And now, I get to head back down and... Well, get lost, that's what I'm going to do. Get lost, my specialty in Stone Seas. Everyone does that, but I am sure I am a specialist at getting lost in Stone Seas. Now, let me head down to the... Let's see. Well, I still have to get Oh, wait a minute. It's the Citadel. Didn't I say I had to speak with Calipher when I was here? Good grief. Calipher, hello. Where is this? Is this Calipher? No, that's Armithar. Alright. Ah, here he is. Hail there, sir. I bring this resolution for you.
Thank you for bringing this resolution to me. I will act upon it at once.
I am grateful that you have brought the council's resolutions to me with such haste. You didn't do anything like eat a picnic lunch in between or anything like that. Yes, as the warden of the coffers, it is my duty to maintain the guard upon the treasury. To my relief, the council agreed with my proposal that the guard upon the treasury doors be increased. If the city is soon besieged, as seems certain, the gravest threat to the coin of the city might not be enemies outside the walls, but folk within them. Indeed, an unsavory group has already begun speaking out against the council and the steward, and I am sure they will try to pilfer the treasury if they given the opportunity. I thank you once more for bringing this resolution to me. Very well. So that leaves us delivering resolutions to carry in the south section of the second circle, and we need to speak to Dwaylen, and I think they are also in the second circle, so therefore I have a long ride down to get to the next point. The good news is that I did tag all those stable masters, which shortened the trip considerably, I must say. So therefore we can get to the council member quickly enough, and that would be Ekadon, and he will be down in this direction. And this is also the same direction I need to go in order to take care of our friendly hunters. Hello there! I have a resolution from the council.
I am the captain of the garrison, and I take my duty most seriously.
Thank you for bringing me this so quickly, Pineclaw. I am the captain of the garrison, which means the training and command of warriors of the city falls upon me. I take this duty very seriously. At the latest council meeting, I spoke on behalf of my men. The garrison lacks the weapons and armor needed to mount the true defenses of the city, should their enemies breach the gate. Furthermore, we simply do not have enough men. To this end, I argued that the scouts should be recalled from the Pelennor and Talith Anar and put to work on parts of the garrison. Parthadan did not like that suggestion. When you have finished with this duty, perhaps you could see if his temper has cooled. The council did not agree with me, and there was much sympathy for the ideas of Parthadan. Still, the Guild of Smiths has been commanded to double its production of weapons and shields, so the men I do have can hope to be better equipped for the battle ahead. It is not everything that I hoped for, but it is something at least. So now, let us then go and take care of friends who I believe are going to be down this way. Hopefully I didn't get hit by any arrows as I went in front of those archers. And here we are at an appropriate inn, the Mumuk and Keep. Where else do you think these two guys would be at? So let us go inside and see if they're there. I found the brothers inside, and they send me back out to find their father. Typical. They don't want to face their father on their own, so they send me out instead. In fact, they were so embarrassed about asking me that, they made sure that my record button wasn't working properly at the time I did that. Ooh, those are really, really sneaky brothers. Now, let's see if I could find their father. Well, if this is their father, he certainly is either rehearsing for what he's going to say to his sons, or he's yelling at these guys. Apparently his sons aren't getting the only brunt of his tongue.
My sons must learn to obey my words, or there will be no sons of mine.
I know you, Pineclaw. You are the one that brought my boys back to the city. You have my thanks for that. I will have some words for them when I catch them, I don't mind telling you. I am the Lord of the Blackroot Vale, and within those boundaries my command is the law. Outside of them, I am given authority over others by the grant of the council and the steward. But in the affairs of my own house, and over the actions of my sons, I have complete authority no matter where I am. Did he hear? I commanded them to stay within the city for their own safety. What would I tell their mother if they ran afoul of some evil in Ithilien? Rosefin would never let me hear the end of it. Tell me where they are, Pineclaw, and I will teach them obedience. Alright, well, they are practicing firing arrows at Mumikil in the Mumik and whatever the other part of that name of that inn is. And you can find them there. Oh, right. I know the place. If you help my men finish gathering up these bows, swords, and shields, I will meet you there. My sons must learn to obey my words, or they will be no sons of mine. Well, he left pretty quickly. Well, now I can understand why Rosfin was a little bit on the stubborn side when I met her back in the Blackroot Vale. Being married to him, one needs to be a little, say, stubborn, I guess. Well, let's get back to the inn and see what they are up to. Hopefully things aren't going too poorly for them. Ah, we have found them. And looks like Durafin is firing some arrows at the Mumak and their father. Let's see what he's up to.
And furthermore,
And as my sons, you are responsible for upholding my good name. If you do not do as I command, folk will look at your example and say, "Doing here cannot even control his own sons. What sort of man is that?" And furthermore, what? Ah, looks like he just found this thing.
can I have a try? I will show you how this is done, I warrant.
Oh, now he wants to try. Yes. Ah. Oh, a palpable hit, dear Finn. That is the way. Oh, why did you not tell me about this, Pineclaw? This exercise seems to be a quite useful one. Oh, can I have a try, my son? I will show you how it is done, I warrant. You will see your sire get it on the first try, Dwaylen. I cannot stay mad at my boys. They get their skill in archery from me, you know. Alright. Yeah, his turn, it looks like.
Do you see? There is nothing to worry about after all.
Yes, he has never been able to stay mad at dear Finn or me for very long. Our mother thinks we remind him of himself when he was young, or perhaps old. He insists he has not changed after all. Thank you once again, my friend. We will be here practicing our technique. If the battle comes, we will be ready. Alright, and now let us head into the sixth circle and finish up with the Council of Gondor. But that'll be in our next episode of Piney Plays the Beorning.